Good evening, you're watching the late news on HKIBC. I'm Harminder Singh. Here are tonight's top stories. Solid waste charge expected to be implemented by the end of 2020. Express rail link ticketing system breaks down for almost 2 hours this morning. And over 3-year wait for new eye and orthopedic cases at some public hospitals. The government will introduce a mandatory waste charging bill to the Legislative Council next month and is expected to be implemented by the end of 2020 at the earliest. There will be a 6-month transition period when the scheme is introduced, but after that, offenders will face a $1,500 fixed penalty. Riley Chan reports.
The government is ready to introduce the long-discussed waste charge bill to the Legislative Council next month, but its implementation will be delayed by a year. The bill will be tabled on the 14th of November and is expected to be enforced by the end of 2020 at the earliest. There are 2 proposed charging methods. Waste taken directly to landfills by private waste collectors will be charged by weight, ranging from $365 to $395 per ton, while most residential and commercial buildings will be charged by designated garbage bags and collected by the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department. Residents must purchase and use the garbage bags. They will come in 9 different sizes, ranging from 3 to 100 liters in volume. The proposed per liter charge for the bags will be 11 cents. Labels costing $11 for bulk waste that cannot fit into the largest bag will also be available. The government estimates that a family of 3 will have to pay $33 to $51 per month to dispose solid waste. Comprehensive Social Security assistance recipients will get a $10 subsidy each month. Both the bags and the oversized waste label will have anti-counterfeit features. They can be purchased from some 4,000 locations, including supermarkets and convenience stores. The department will reject all trash that is not disposed in designated bags. Offenders will be given a fixed penalty of $1,500. However, a verbal warning will be given in the first 6 months after the bill passes in LegCo.
The enforcement challenge is not only for Hong Kong, but also elsewhere that they have similar waste charging mechanism. As said earlier, as adopted in other cities, public education and publicity is the priority. And then that would be backed up by the enforcement. And we would have the risk-based approach. That means if there are areas identified with frequent fine tipping, then the relevant authority would be notified and we would have staff to make the enforcement arrangement.
Critics are concerned that some people would dump their garbage into rubbish bins on the street in order to avoid a waste charge. But the government had earlier said the number of rubbish bins would be reduced as the new policy was rolled out. But exactly how many bins will go remains unknown. Riley Chan, HKIBC.
The MTR was hit by another problem. The ticketing system for the Express rail link broke down for almost 2 hours this morning. Corinne Yeung reports.
There were more rows for the MTR today. The Express rail link's ticketing system was hit by a major glitch this morning after being in service for over a month. Passengers were left frustrated when all automated ticketing machines stopped working at around 8:25 a.m. The telephone ordering hotline also broke down. Travelers had to buy tickets at manned accounts. At one point, over 100 people were waiting in line. However, machines for collecting tickets purchased on China Railway's official website remained unaffected during the disruption. Passengers had to fill order forms at MTR counters. Tickets were only available for trains departing within the next 2 hours, and passengers could not select their seats. The tickets they received were handwritten. The system is so new and it's out of order already, this man said, whose work trip to Guangzhou was delayed by the glitch. This angry passenger said he had queued up for an hour to get tickets for a bullet train to Chaoshan, scheduled to leave next Friday, only to